Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you today. I already tried to tape this once and the computer went down for no reason, and the computer's been really slow yesterday and the day before. So the computers aren't liking these energies either. I'm going to get right into the read. It is April 10th, 2019. The 10 is all about the Wheel of Fortune and staying at that high vibration, right? Good luck. And then the day adds up to 26-8, which is the Page of Wands, which is all about excitement, inspiration. It could even be a date. So we have the Page of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. And as we get into the read was done at 9 o'clock to 9:01, and there are definitely a couple themes going on in this read, so stay tuned for these messages. The major arcana from the masculine's read were the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Those were the only major arcana. There was 1 sword, 3 wands, 3 pentacles, 2 cups, and the court cards were the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So it could very much be about children. There were other children cards in the masculine's read today, but also can be about messages and being the student or having opportunities. The message and the coding and the numbers that came up were all about parenting, manifestation, and self-love for the masculine. There were, the numbers were 9, 9, 10, begin again. Also the number 9108, 55, which is the Ace of Swords, the Truth, and 37, which is the King of Cups. 9117 came up, as well as 9172, and I was being guided that 91 was important here. Also 82 came up, as well as 555, major changes. 88, Lion's Gate. 99, as well as 789, the end of the cycle. 78, which is the end of the Tarot, the Ten of Pentacles. And 89, 57, which is the Three of Swords. 58, which is the Four of Swords. And then 1332, which is 13 of death and transformation, transition, and 32 is the Six of Wands, the journey. Okay? Leading the way and getting it success and attention. So the message here around those things was all about pointing out that we're all one, whether you're Nini, because Nini was coming up here, Nini, the 9, the Hermit, the Wise One, the collective consciousness, the student to the nth degree, God. 9:10, begin again. Walk away from crucifixion of Jesus. Because I keep getting the message from Jesus, I do not want to be seen on the cross. I want to be seen at the table breaking bread. So there's more information that comes in along the lines of this message as we get into the read. So I put the coding online to see what would come up, and the first one up was Dolly Parton in 9 to 5. If you haven't seen that movie, you have to. It's really funny. And it's about an abusive boss and how the women at work all want to get back at him, so they end up kidnapping him. So it's about the abusive boss, and then the reflection of that abuse is sneaky behavior on the part of the employees or the workers. And do 2 negatives make a positive versus 2 wrongs don't make a right? Someone getting a taste of their own medicine. So what is the right answer there? And some more of that will come up as well. Another heading was Riverdale's Countdown Lyrics 10 to 1. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so there's a countdown here. Best of 2017, GTA. 5, Thug Life, Funny Moments, GTA 5 on YouTube. So comedy is a great thing to watch to keep your energy high. Urban Dictionary came up. 9 to 5. Their interpretation of 9 to 5 is the girl who's a 9 at night and the 5 in the AM. Also 5 to 9 came up, which was just someone's Facebook with 39 likes, and 39 is the Knight of Cups. And she was talking about the fruits of her window shopping labor. So she was offering you the hard work that she's done in her shopping online to give you some really wonderful things that maybe you might like. Also another heading was Effortless Style, made with passion, to just be you authentically. Also a book a week heading was coming up here. And the book was a counting book for kids, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 to 1. And then them stating there that 0 was by itself on the last page, because that's source contained in a human body. Lyrics came up. Again, it was 10 to 1 songs. 9 letters answers from Game Solver, as well as the main reason people leave a church from Tom Rainier.com, which was a sense of entitlement mentality versus servant mentality, which I don't know if I agree with the wording exactly, but I don't know if it parallels exactly with service to self and service to others, because it is coming from the church, okay? So getting into the read here, and by the way, I watched a movie last night. It was called The Burial of Kojo. And it was about a girl and her father, and how she lost her father, but it was about him living with the guilt of someone having died when he was younger, and then acting out his own death because of the guilt of that we need to suffer. And it's not about sacrifice, it's about joy. This is why Jesus wants to bring up this crucifixion coming up on the 18th with the full moon, and the rising on the 21st, to no longer feed into that negative energy of the crucifixion on the cross on the 18th. Instead, just allow it to be transformation and keep it positive. Something else that came up for me personally is just saying I'm sorry. When you say I'm sorry, you're bringing in sorriness, more reason to be sorry. So don't say I'm sorry, say I love you instead. But keep it positive. See a new perspective on the way things are seen, like anxiety is really just excitement energy. So as we get into this read, and the countdown here, it's April 10th, the countdown, if we go backwards, because yesterday we were getting to take a step back, it goes back to April Fool's Day, which is the Fool's Journey, about taking a leap of faith and staying with an open heart. And then if you go forward, we end up on the 19th, which is past the crucifixion, the sacrifice, right to the rising. Now we're learning, now we, as the twin flames, we've already learned 0 point. There's no need to die to lift your spirits up. If you know how to stay at 0 point, you can minimize the pain. We no longer have to go through the same that Jesus did. Intent was coming up here as vengeance versus rehabilitation, which is making them learn a lesson as opposed to positive. It's a positive intention as opposed to the negative intention of vengeance. Instead of killing Jesus or the divine masculine, which is the template, the divine feminine being the template of Mary Magdalene, school him instead, put him in your shoes. But it may not be by your will. It's the way the universe allows things to play out naturally, just like the twin flame journey. The feminine goes through it first, and then the masculine must reflect that to step into her shoes. But this is plays out in a lot of different ways, just in life in general. Instead of putting the student in the corner, have them experience what they did to you. Walk in another man's shoes by being creative, acting it out. Okay, so acting is a great way to release wounds. And you wonder maybe why actors do so well. Okay, well, they're playing out parts and releasing wounds all the time. There's no need to hurt, maim, or kill. This is vengeance. Follow your guidance and you will be shown the way out. Don't hang them, let them hang themselves. Okay, so as we get into the read here, the underlying energies were Scorpio upright, Pisces upright and reversed, or 2 people, Virgo also upright and reversed, Gemini reversed, Aries reversed, Leo reversed, and Capricorn reversed. So the only ones with upright energy in the underlying energy, just the underlying, is Scorpio, Pisces, and Virgo. Because the other signs weren't represented here in the underlying energy. It doesn't mean those signs weren't there, but it's just the general energies of these signs, okay? So we start out the read with the Knight of Swords, and the 9 of Swords, which is the orbs, or adaptive orbs in this deck, the Syrian Starseed deck. Okay, so this is like 5D messages for me, and then we have the Suffering card of the 9 of Swords, okay? So the Knight of Swords was suffering behind them, healing with a vengeance to drain another or make them unhappy. Make them. Like you're the one who has to make them pay, which you know doesn't work. Make them pay with messages, so that might be the purpose for someone, even for the divine feminine. But if you hurt another, you're only hurting yourself, because now, especially as the angels, you'll have a boomerang effect. Cups are out The Queen of Cups are out, channeling, meditating to awaken further, to offering love to their lover of third-party heartbreak. What do they say, piety? So if that means anything to someone, let me know. Offering love to the lover of third-party heartbreak made manifest. Okay? So your guilt, your own guilt for having had feelings for someone who was taken, you made manifest into a third-party situation when you didn't need to feel guilty. You just needed to speak up in the first place. Gabriel says, "You're the apple of my eye. Now remove those swords, man, and use your DNA to change the heartbreak and separation into all the tools you need to manifest your dreams." In the Garden of Eden, Eve was just bored, looking for some fun, but Adam wanted to control her and keep her under his thumb. She was the fruit and he was the fire, the burning bush. She said, "How can I expand?" And he said, "How can I limit her so she won't leave me with nothingness?" And then I was guided to bring up a line from one of my songs. And this is from Christos Sophia, actually. They got it wrong. This is the masculine saying, they got it wrong about the song. Because I am the minor key, and you, the divine feminine, are the sun in me. She holds the fruit, and Spirit's connecting with me, the Holy Grail, and he wants to plant a seed there to grow together and not apart. When she chases him, he feels forced and then can't perform. It's not in his nature to be rushed. Once he is aroused, it takes a while for the blood to get back to his heart. For her, the heart bleeds, and then takes a while to warm up to the idea of being turned on to you again, because now her blood has to make its way back down to her sacral energies. The heart is the third party, steering committee for the crown and the home base, okay, and the root, needing the tools to navigate the journey on rough seas or rough seers. Gilligan's Island comes up here again, and when the divine masculine refuses to see from his left eye that he covers, he denies his own feminine, keeps it in, and then able to manifest outwardly, but no outward affection. The heart is master control of the sexual organs. Until you master the tools of the trade, there will be mountains between Adam and Eve. However, it is only perceived mountain and actually in the distance. All they each have to do is take one step closer to each other in order to see that the mountain's really just an illusion. Remember, once a step is taken on the divine feminine's part, it may take a while for the masculine to get it, all right? Because it takes them a while to warm up. The tools here are coming up as inspiration, emotion, intellectual learnings, and then piecing together the quilt. Now for the angels, there's one thing extra, a new strand of DN Angel. DNA, diamond light, 0 point, and crystal energy are the tools of the angels. Up nights rising above, offering help through radiating synchronicities as guidance when misguided or sitting in uncomfortable feelings, because that means you're in a disconnect. The dark energy is trying to orchestrate things to take control. That masculine energy, whether it's masculine within you or in the masculine. The dark has big balls. So it's saying the dark is masculine energy. So the underlying energy here was calling in soulmate for the masculine, and underneath that was soulmate again. It's at 10:17 when I turn the page, okay, which is the star, and getting attention. A boar being tackled under Palm could be physical abuse. It also could have to do with someone being tackled to go to church on Palm Sunday, or whatever it is around Palm and Easter. Or Leo strong-arming, forcing his tail up from down beneath his legs, right? Because when a dog is putting his tail between his legs, he's being cowardice. So the Leo is calling the masculine a coward and forcing him to get some balls, forcing him though, not allowing him, just causing him to dig his heels in further, right? So whenever you challenge them or push them, right, just like the feminine in your masculine, you dig your heels in deeper. You're not going to let someone else tell you what to do. While the divine feminine dreams of the flowers received from him and the horses grazing in the field outside for a ride, the divine masculine is inspired to get past alcohol, depression, and codependencies to get to his big love partnership with exposed logs or beams, and cooking herbs and greens for dinner together. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, then maybe not, depending on your situation. Don't want to step on hearts here and screw up any right orthogonal angles. 45, 45, 90 degrees. One green leg is just fine. Divine Feminine would remove a limb for us if needed. Self-love, red shoes not required either. Just your natural self, love and romance, sharing and saving some for later. And don't keep knives out on tables, because the Divine Feminine tends to bump into them. So change came up as well, which is number 5. That's that expansion, but also conflict, fighting, but also can just be sports and a lot of athletic, physical movement. The Divine Masculine finds a way out now, away from the evil master manipulator, which can be someone outside himself or it could be himself. So he's finally finding a way out, to get out of the box, away from the evil master manipulator and a group or gossips, partiers, women in control in general. Death flag is up. All women are flagged. The student has an opportunity to start life over again with peacock and 2 gold feathers and cap, or death of being under someone else's thumb, or his own insecurities that made him the evil manipulator, drawing in then 3 or more women around him that reflect his negative intention, or that of the one who's been controlling him. He may be insecure about frog's legs, or thin legs, or green leg from trauma, or entitled upbringing of him, or now his kids who are acting out, putting a wedge between them. Or maybe there's no family crest, and he was faking it until he made it, and that when I taped this the first time, my voice totally went out when I said that one. Or living superficially, wondering why the natural beauty of a peacock would be interested in him. How would their worlds collide? Unicorn and Holy Grail, along with entitlement and destruction. Pirates masked, the black flag with gold. He is green and gold coin, but where have all the pink flowers gone? Long time passing. Blue, green, yellow eyes, but can a student of life live on green and gold alone? It's a student of 5D messages. Had to sit in uncomfortable emotions before becoming a master manifester, and then call in their soulmate for the big love change. And change is the isosceles triangle, the divine triangle. Okay, so this is a planned happening, okay? So all of the signs were in the body of the read. Capricorn not as much as the others, which actually has been a common theme lately. The Capricorn energy. That doesn't mean Capricorn. These signs don't have to be your sun sign. They can be anywhere in your chart. So it's not real specific here in that way. I have Gemini reversed, Taurus reversed, Libra upright, Scorpio upright, Pisces upright, Leo reversed, Sagittarius upright, Aquarius reversed, Aries reversed, Virgo is upright and reversed, or it could be 2 people, and then Cancer upright and Capricorn reversed. And when I was turning the page here, it was 1047, which is the 7 of Cups, of your dreams, heaven in your eyes, and all the synchronicities which make your life so much more fun. And it felt like a fall day today because I turned the heat off, so it was really cool today. It really got cooler because it was very warm yesterday. So it felt like fall, not like spring at all. We get into the read now with recently, that was all the underlying energy. So the wounded warrior recently falls on his face, having lacked faith in being the King of Cups, unconditional love, hanging out to learn new perspectives and messages, with messages and victim mentality. The foundation for the masculine is learning their psychic abilities. Could be a child of his too, and victim mentality, okay? But learning psychic abilities to end family cycle of unhappiness in order to find joy, and detox from verbal abuse. And this could be a group of people who are abusive as well, of women around him. From women, and this is where the last taping dropped off right here. So learning psychic abilities to end family cycle of unhappiness, to find joy, and then detox from verbal abuse from women, mother, sister, partner, and peers, bosses, employees at work. The divine masculine have tended to surround themselves with women to be taken care of instead of him caring for himself. The 3D template of being the man, really smart and logical, entitled, with all the women he wants and lots of money to make other men envious of him. So his little boy can have justice, revenge. But was the actualized revenge as sweet as he thought it would be? Why is he still not happy? So centrally for the masculine is climbing out of the dungeon, prisoner of abandonment and or destitution, which has now inspired him to the light, to help with the help of his trusty flame. The King of Pentacles reversed, his fallen status or money, whatever it was, or just his greediness, was a blessing in disguise. The evil Empress made him into a thief, stealing back from her what she took from him. Red Boots actually made him into a wounded warrior, keeping the burning past alive to retain control over him via manipulation and guilt and shaming, blocking new passionate growth. The challenge being now for him is walking away from the perfect life he created with Queen of Wands, negative past of no affection, and walking away from partner and children now who are like her. Presently, for the masculine is death of a rose, of a pink rose. Lifeless lover of the King of Pentacles, the man with money. Alright, so now he's in a relationship where there's no affection there. It's just all about stability and just staying there for the money. Don't really care about them affectionately. So now crowning the masculine is the divine feminine's heart, riding in passionately to take her sovereignty away, possibly a way to replace family money he lost, or that they've both lost being in their power and standing up for themselves without being defensive to immature people and messages, 3D news and entitled children. A Sagittarius wants to quit family, so this is definitely the Knight of Wands energy, where the masculine, it could definitely represent the masculine. This Sag energy wants to quit the family and start over in love with divine feminine without the mother or partner or Taurus blocking them. So he wants to quit the family or the family business and start over in love with divine feminine without the mother or anyone else's interference, whether it's the mother, the partner, or Taurus blocking them. The Knight of Cups is offering to let go in order to work on things at home or a union with twin, and this was at 11/11, choosing the left this time instead of the right karmic past. Justice and or Libra swooping in and swooping up on a rescue, sweeping in and up in a rescue effort of the feminine. Taurus and Libra, wounded warriors, with Sagittarius burning the past with rescue of dreams and or dream girl, and or an Aquarius drinking again, maybe near death, or drinking and control issues of an Aquarian male with women keeping an eye on the masculine or this other male when he's with other women or girls, because there may be suspicion around him now. The King of Pentacles can be the King of Swords also, or the King of Pentacles may be a father or brother or someone who's passed recently, could be related to the divine masculine or the Queen of Wands partner, who could have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Sagittarius in her makeup. The divine masculine and partner or mother is blocking the masculine feminine. Could be the divine masculine as a Libra, feminine as a female who's a Taurus, or Libra and Taurus females who are around the divine feminine. So the Taurus could, with the Libra divine masculine, I'm getting the karmic as a Taurus. It could be the divine feminine as well, though, or that the divine feminine just has Libra and Taurus energies around her right now. The divine masculine and divine feminine may be telling their divorce war stories, so some may be coming together, and children exposed now to the harsh truth of what the divine masculine's been doing or going through. Soon, feeling in exile and abandonment and rejection wounds, needing the courage to talk, message, or communicate and offer love to the divine feminine. Or this is Leo, out of control, trying to come back into the group or family now offering love, right? After it's, it's too late, right? He is the tower. The way the masculine's seeing himself is the tower, lightning and fire, fire and ice, over the loss of the Queen of Cups, and suddenly the messenger of truth comes in about the Empress reversed, epiphany to ill mother or partner or sudden miscarriage or news about an ill mother or an abortion, sudden fires for the divine masculine to clean up. Forgiving and learning came up for the masculine, as well as romantic feelings, and that children are affecting your love life. Someone could be ill due to their dogs. I was also getting a download here about that. Or a dog bit a child and mother is angry, so could be threatening to sue. Or just that the divine masculine has finally made peace with the divine feminine and has truth about a mother or partner and letting them have it, with lots of drama around him. He may have an epiphany about him being the common thread in all the drama in his life, all right? So not blaming anyone else, but finally realizing his own part in his own life. Around him is the great wheel moving forward toward the full moon, the second full moon in Libra, masculine revolt, okay? Because remember what happens before the crucifixion, all right? It's about all of the negative feelings that are coming up about betrayal. So there's a masculine revolt here with the 12 apostles. An energy of building the transformation, not the crucifixion. A higher timeline where there's a meeting of the minds, and I'm getting spiritual connection there. There's a higher timeline here where there's a meeting of the minds, where the masculine and feminine come together and see eye to eye, two as one, destined. Clear blocks for the masculine of conflict, drama, competition, expansion, especially caused by two flames and a third want-to-be flame, and too much sun masculine, too much of a good thing, you will get burned. Not expressing feelings, holding back feminine energy of needing attention or feeling like a failure in a divorce or in a settlement or in trying to be more spiritual and out of the box. Allow your feminine energy in. It's cooling off the hot fires. So self-love is here for the masculine, as well as manifesting and parenting, but even more so right now, he needs to heal. The King of Pentacles is cutting cords of obsessions of being the Savior, the Jesus template, all right, which is the Jesus complex. It is not his place to save everyone. You're enabling people by saving them. They need to save themselves, and you need to step out of the picture. Okay, so this was what he needed to clear, is that 5 of flames energy, okay? Conflict. And then as we come into the last energies of the read, it's the 5 of cups and the 8 of crystals, like this, from the Syrian Starseed deck. While the divine feminine can't see him, because it may be an energetic thing in another dimension, or the feminine is too hurt to look at him due to the harsh truth of the 5D prison, the High Priestess finds emotional fulfillment. She is balanced in her knowing, while the divine masculine works with crystal energy, building for both of them. Being patient with truth of his man of passion in 5D, the wounded warrior indecision is over. It is now laid to rest. The magician reversed, and their insecurities, not having the tools before, in lies and in the split and duplicity, and in need of clarity, needing more information because they weren't connecting to their higher self, is now pulling the sword from the stone to come together and build something noble. And then I was getting the Nobel Peace Prize, sacred marriage, simple, private, beautiful. The Knight of Swords, and Spirit's connecting with me, the Knight of Swords purge messages for psychic students of sudden events, drama, and epiphanies by divine order of the wounded warrior, the victim mentality, in order to climb out of victim mentality and walk away on their own accord, not because anyone's pushed them or told them to, but them growing on their own and walking away on their own, to voluntarily be in exile, away from the crowd, to expand with the divine feminine and get her to look him in the eyes and see the real him. 5D messages to the wounded warrior, kids with abilities now awakening to follow flame, rise of the divine feminine heart and walk away and within, suddenly apart from the group or the crowd, in divine timing, expanding past the grief, past the crucifixion, to align and crack codes working with crystal energy together, the masculine and the feminine, and the new DNA templating. Okay, so that was the read. It was really beautiful, actually. And as soon as I have an old computer that I'm using, and as soon as I stopped the read, I looked at the computer, and it's Pavilion G7, and I was getting Pavlov's lion, G7. So G is God, and 7 is, right? It's the spiritual number, and it's the chariot. So your chariot awaits from God, and Pavilion is Pavlov's lion. So it's also saying that the lion or the ego in your life, whether it's the third party, the karmic, or it's just someone with ego, they are trainable, just like Pavlov's dog, okay? They are able to learn too, okay? All right, so I'm going to do, I just have the full read here. I'm going to do the oracle cards too, but just in a separate post. This is the full read. Okay, so I hope you can see it okay. Okay guys, drink your water and get your rest and just be good to yourself. That's all you need to do. You raise your vibration, and his raises too. There's just a little bit of a delay there. Okay? Rise and be loved, guys.